So now, let's start by inserting the electronic components that will be part of my schematic. This series of videos is not intended to teach you electronics or to confuse you with concepts you may not have learned yet, so I'm thinking about making a very simple circuit, some LEDs, a resistor, a battery, and a button. I think it's a simple circuit that everyone can understand, and it will be enough for us to explore many features here inside Altium. I'm going to start by researching the electronic components that will make up my circuit within the schematic. I intend to use an LED model that I've already used in other projects. It is an LED in size 0805. So I'm going to search for this LED model. As soon as I finish the search, you can see that inside my Altium, I don't have any libraries that contain this electronic component. But I can research components from manufacturers, and that's what I'm going to do. By doing this research, I can now find several other LED models that are very close to the electronic component I searched for, LED 0805. So look, here I can already see an LED in green, size 0805. I can also see one in red, and the interesting thing is that Altium is connected to Octopart. So I can click here on this electronic component to learn more about it. Octopart is linked inside Altium Designer, and Octopart gathers information about electronic components. By clicking on the electronic component I was researching inside Altium, I can find out who the distributors are that sell this component. I can see the price from each distributor. I can know the relevance of this electronic component in the market, so I don't end up adding a component that will be difficult to acquire later. I can also access the datasheet of this electronic component. Inside Octopart, I can make a bill of materials for my entire project, adding all the electronic components so I can manage these purchases later. Octopart is an excellent tool for learning more about electronic components. It helps you become more familiar with the electronics you are selecting for your printed circuit boards. You need to be careful about which components you select, so you don't end up selecting an electronic component that is becoming obsolete in the market. If that happens, you may not be able to purchase or maintain the project you are creating today. Here, you saw that I did a more direct search. I searched for an LED in size 0805 because I already knew which LED model I wanted to use. This is a component I am already familiar with. I already have it available here, I have already used it in other projects, and I already have experience with this electronic component. But every time I don't have experience with a component, I come here and do some research to understand what is available in the market. Let's suppose I'm going to search for a resistor here. Let's assume I don't know much about resistors, and I want to understand what is available and what format this component has. Here, I can already see several different electronic components and several different models for this resistor. I can learn more about this electronic component before actually coming here to Altium and researching the component I want. Here, I need to select exactly the electronic component that I will buy later. We are talking about the footprint of this electronic component. In other words, what size needs to be reserved on this printed circuit board so I can position and then solder this electronic component. From the components I saw here, I think this option will be a good one. It is a more generic option because I'm not talking about any specific LED color yet, so I can select which LED color I want later. And it is in size 0805, which is exactly the package size I was looking for. By right-clicking, I can go to Place. Altium will download this component. Now I can click as many times as I want this component to appear in my circuit. I'm going to place 4 LEDs here, which I think is enough. Then I can reposition these LEDs on my schematic. I can line them up and organize them in the best possible way, but they are already here. Once they have been positioned in the circuit, a good practice is to rename these electronic components so I know which one is which. So I'm going to call this one LED 1. This will be my LED 2, and so on. This number below the electronic component refers to the part number of that component. In other words, it is how the manufacturer identified this electronic component. This part number will be a great guide later when you create the shopping list of the components you need to actually assemble this project. In addition to the LED, I will also add a resistor to my circuit. I'm looking for a resistor in size 0805, which is also an electronic component that I already know. At this moment, I am more concerned with the package of this electronic component than with the value of the component. That is because I can edit this value later in my shopping list without a problem. Here, I can immediately see an electronic component that looks very interesting. It is a 0805 resistor. It is available here from Vishay, which is a component manufacturer I have used on other occasions. So, I'm going to right-click and I'm going to place it in my project as well. In addition to the resistor, I'll want a switch. I'll see what we have available here under switches. Here, I found a model that looks very interesting. It has more or less the package I was looking for. And inside Octopart, as soon as I searched for it, I was also able to find electronic components similar to it. I realized that this one from Littelfuse is exactly the model I was looking for. It is a very interesting switch to place on small circuit boards. Right-click and place. The last item we are missing is a battery holder. I will search for holder 2025 because I believe that will give me better results. Here, I found the models for my battery holder. Let me choose one that I already have available here. That way, I don't end up using one that I'll have to buy again later. This one is a good model. I have this one available here. So right-click and place. It's here. Now we also connect our battery. Next, we need to make the electronic connections between all these electronic components, just like in a conventional schematic.